The 100 Years' War, spanning from 1337 to 1453, was a protracted conflict between the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of France. This war, characterized by its intermittent battles and complex political dynamics, saw significant technological advancements that played a pivotal role in shaping its course. The era witnessed remarkable progress in espionage, military inventions, and broader technological innovations, all of which left an indelible mark on European society and culture. Espionage, the practice of gathering intelligence through covert means, was a crucial element of the 100 Years' War. Both England and France invested heavily in espionage to gain strategic advantages. The development of sophisticated espionage networks allowed these nations to gather crucial information about enemy movements, plans, and strengths. Spies and informants were the backbone of espionage during the 100 Years' War. These individuals operated behind enemy lines, often at great personal risk, to collect intelligence. Nobles and commoners alike were recruited, leveraging their access to different societal layers to gather information. The use of coded messages and secret meetings became commonplace as espionage methods grew more sophisticated. Notably, French King Charles VII established an extensive network of spies to monitor English activities, significantly aiding French efforts to reclaim lost territories. The need for secure communication gave rise to the use of cryptography. Ciphers and codes were developed to protect sensitive information from interception by enemy forces. One notable example is the use of substitution ciphers, where letters in the plaintext were systematically replaced with other letters or symbols. The complexity of these codes increased over time, reflecting the escalating importance of secure communication in wartime strategy. The 100 Years' War was a period of significant military innovation, as both sides sought technological superiority on the battlefield. These innovations not only shaped the tactics and outcomes of individual battles, but also had long-lasting effects on military practices in Europe. One of the most influential military innovations of the 100 Years' War was the English longbow. This powerful weapon, with its long range and rapid rate of fire, revolutionized medieval warfare. The longbow's effectiveness was demonstrated at the Battle of Agincourt in 1415, where English archers decimated French knights, contributing to a decisive English victory. The longbow's impact extended beyond individual battles. It necessitated changes in armor and tactics as heavily armored knights became more vulnerable to these formidable arrows. The introduction of gunpowder and cannons marked a turning point in the 100 Years' War. Early cannon technology, although primitive, began to replace traditional siege engines like trebuchets and battering rams. Cannons allowed for more effective breaches of fortified structures, altering the dynamics of siege warfare. The Battle of Castillon in 1453, often considered the last battle of the 100 Years' War, saw the effective use of French artillery, showcasing the growing importance of gunpowder weaponry. The arms race between offensive and defensive technologies led to significant advances in armor and fortifications. Plate armor became more prevalent, offering better protection against arrows and early firearms. Meanwhile, castle and city fortifications were redesigned to withstand artillery bombardment, leading to the development of thicker walls and angled bastions that could deflect cannonballs. The technological advancements during the 100 Years' War extended beyond the battlefield, profoundly influencing the socio-political landscape of Europe. These changes reshaped European society and governance, leaving a legacy that persisted long after the war's conclusion. The reliance on new military technologies such as the longbow and cannons necessitated changes in recruitment and training. The traditional feudal levy, which called upon nobles and their retinues to fight, was increasingly supplemented by professional soldiers and mercenaries. This shift contributed to the gradual decline of the feudal system, as the importance of noble knights diminished in favor of common soldiers equipped with advanced weaponry. The English longbowmen, for instance, were often drawn from the yeoman class, highlighting the growing role of non-noble elements in military affairs. The technological demands of war, including the production and maintenance of sophisticated weaponry, required substantial resources and centralized control. Both the English and French monarchies strengthened their administrative structures to better manage these needs. This centralization of power was particularly evident in France, where Charles VII implemented significant reforms, including the establishment of a standing army and improved tax collection systems. These changes not only enhanced the efficiency of the war effort, but also laid the groundwork for the modern nation-state. The economic impact of the 100 Years' War and its technological advancements was multifaceted. On one hand, the war stimulated certain sectors of the economy, such as metallurgy and weapon manufacturing. The demand for cannons, gunpowder and armor led to innovations in metalworking and mining, contributing to economic growth in these industries. On the other hand, the protracted conflict caused widespread devastation, disrupting agriculture and trade. The war's economic pressures also led to increased taxation, which occasionally sparked social unrest, such as the English Peasants' Revolt of 1381. The technological innovations of the 100 Years' War also had cultural and intellectual ramifications. The increasing use of gunpowder weaponry and other advanced technologies challenged existing notions of warfare and chivalry, prompting a re-evaluation of military ethics and tactics. The romanticized image of the noble knight was increasingly at odds with the brutal realities of gunpowder warfare. The effectiveness of common soldiers using advanced weaponry like the longbow undermined the traditional status of knights, leading to a cultural shift in how warfare was perceived. This shift was reflected in contemporary literature and art, which began to depict the harshness of war more realistically, moving away from the idealized portrayals of earlier medieval times. The 100 Years' War facilitated the transfer and dissemination of technological knowledge across Europe. As both sides sought to outdo each other with new inventions and improvements, this knowledge spread beyond the immediate conflict. Engineers and craftsmen who developed and maintained military technologies often traveled, sharing their expertise across different regions. This diffusion of technological knowledge contributed to the broader scientific and technical advancements of the late medieval period, setting the stage for the Renaissance. The 100 Years' War was a crucible of technological innovation, significantly influencing the course of the conflict and the development of European society. Espionage techniques, such as the use of spies and cryptography, played a crucial role in gathering intelligence and securing communications. Military innovations, including the longbow and cannons, revolutionized battlefield tactics and necessitated changes in armor and fortifications. Beyond the immediate military implications, these technological advancements had profound socio-political and cultural impacts. They contributed to the decline of the feudal system, the centralization of political power, and the evolution of economic structures. Culturally, the war prompted a re-evaluation of warfare and chivalry, while also facilitating the dissemination of technological knowledge across Europe. The legacy of the 100 Years' War's technological advancements is evident in the lasting changes they brought to European society and governance. The conflict not only reshaped military practices, but also catalyzed broader transformations that paved the way for the emergence of modern Europe. As such, the role of technology in the 100 Years' War serves as a testament to the profound impact that innovation can have on the course of history.